What's up, everybody? Episode 7. Welcome back to seeing the tank top twinsies. But welcome back. All right, so today we're going to be talking about this from RG's question: lifting light weights with high reps versus lifting heavy weights with low reps. What is the difference and what are the benefits? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get started, we're going to talk about icebreaker. This from Matt Bean. It's just funny, so I just added in there. Who wins an arm wrestling between me or Spencer? Such an obvious question. Spencer.
No.
No, for real, man. I saw you doing like power cleans with like 275 like a warm up.
Listen.
All right.
Kurt comes in here and does curls.
No.
I do 12-ounce curls, if you know what I mean.
But Spencer, so Matt, you can take him next.
Matt, you come on and we'll just have a little battle royale in arm wrestling, a tournament.
I get scared sometimes doing arm wrestling.
I can't. Some people.
I've seen people like snap their arm with so much torque.
I've seen the most out of shape people
win that.
Kill people. It doesn't matter. Like you got the grown man strength. It's a real thing. The country strength.
It is.
You don't gotta lift the muscle, but if you're out there in the country working,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's why you got those big guys in the country. I mean Brock Lesnar. Come on now.
Cornbread fed. Yeah.
That's it.
Farm
raised.
You know, slap competitions.
No.
That's.
Oh, is that the one where like they're here?
They stand there. You guys.
I don't know about that. They do is this big
let's
Russian
have a slap
guy.
competition.
You saw like that big Russian guy?
Yeah.
He would train smacking watermelons. I'm not sure if that was just a thing, but big guy.
Oh,
next question: what's your favorite body part to train for you? What are the most challenging?
The most challenging.
Or favorite body part?
Upper body. That's why Kurt gonna beat me in arm wrestling. My favorite. Dang. I got 3. So bench press, squat, power clean. That's it.
Basically like the big 3s.
Yeah. Not deadlift, power clean. Deadlifting's okay for me, but I'd rather power clean.
Yeah, you're more like an athlete.
I'm just used to I'm used to it. I'm not so much used to deadlifting all the time.
Right. Well, my favorite body part, it's a little bit different. I like upper body. I like doing back. I love that. But when I was doing powerlifting before, I hated legs. I hate doing legs because I knew that I'm supposed to hit like a certain number, certain sets, certain reps with a certain weight. And it scares me seeing like that much weight in there, 135, seeing that much weight in there, and I know that I have to do it. And you can feel it, like when you unrack the barbell, you can feel the weight, but once you actually sink it down, and then you finish that one rep, it feels good after that. But I just hate the feeling of going into like a heavy leg day and putting that much weight on your back to squat it back up. But I do like upper body, and I hate leg day. But the feeling I get from the leg day afterwards outweighs the upper body. Upper body's boring for me now. I don't know.
It's boring?
Yeah. I mean, it feels good during it. It feels like you're swole and everything. But it feels like the lower body gives you more like
you feel more effect.
Yeah. You feel more like achieved from that. But men love upper body, women love legs. Because guys sucks at legs and girls sucks at upper body.
Yeah.
That's just fact. But that was from Ali Zook. But let's talk about lifting light weights with high reps versus heavy weights with low reps.
Benefits. I
know that's like your undergrad and masters and doctorate.
Yeah, well, you know a lot too. I don't know where to start. So benefits. I mean, we go benefits for both. I guess lifting light with a lot of reps. Kurt, already wrote it. You'll get more. People that get cut and like they like doing lightweight with a lot of reps. Yeah, you'll get muscle. Are you gonna get stronger? Probably not. You'll get more definition.
Right.
And it's more so muscle endurance because once you get past 8 to 10 reps, you're going for that muscle endurance more so than that muscle strength. that's why we try to push guys and women, go a little stronger. I mean, not a little stronger. Get stronger by going a little heavier.
Right.
Benefits for going heavier. I mean,
You get stronger.
you're going to get stronger. You'll burn more calories, depending on how many reps you do. I was always told, if you want to get stronger, you want to get more explosive, be more powerful, you got to learn to lift heavy things fast
Faster, right.
and get more and a lot more reps. You want to add benefits to it?
Well, with the benefits, I think, lifting heavy obviously makes you stronger, and lifting lighter makes you more muscular endurance. But I think the benefits you get from both is about roughly the same in terms of, I guess, like hypertrophy. And I think it's solely up to like the volume, I guess you could say. With the heavier weights, you do need more rest period, because if you're going 400 pounds, 500 pounds on a squat versus somebody who's doing 225, that person who's doing 500 pounds for 6 reps versus somebody who's doing 225 for 12, that 225 they can recover quicker versus somebody who's doing 500 pounds for 6. I know that when I did powerlifting, I hated doing reps because I was trained to do power versus 8 to 12 reps. And I know anything more than 6 reps was like a cardio to me. But with the powerlifting, we're required to, we hit our set, we sit down for like 5 minutes, like 3 to 5 minutes, because you need that
Recovery time.
We need recovery to maximum performance. You can't just like, all right, I'm gonna hit a max real quick, and in 30 seconds you're back on it.
Yeah.
Because it does require you to be, fully recovered to hit that same weights again. But with the muscular endurance, you can keep repping. You always have some in the tank.
Yeah. What about? I mean, and usually if you're doing a true program where you want to get stronger, you're always going to start lifting lighter and a lot more reps.
Right.
Usually, I mean, typically, like whiteboard, we typically have a 6-week program.
Right.
College football, we had a 6-week program. It was always starting light. It's the same movements. So you get that muscle memory down. You get that hypertrophy going at first, but then each week those percentages go up to the point where once we started with the max, like our max in the beginning of the 6 weeks, we go from there, start at 55%. The next week, 65, 75,
Right,
85,
right.
pretty much all the way to 100. You want to get to 105%, being able to do 2 or 3 reps, and that way when we came back, our max would increase,
Right.
At least 15 pounds. So it's okay. You get benefits from both. It's okay to start light and doing.
I mean, you can do both.
Yeah, you can do both at the exact same time if you need to. But
Right.
I suggest, if you want to get stronger, depending on what your goals are, increase and push your muscles as you go on week by week.
I think with the strength too, like the stronger you get, the better you can do the movements.
Yeah.
So for example, like if you're strong on your upper body, you can do your burpees a lot more efficient than when you are weaker. I guess because you can pop up quicker than somebody who is just kind of like doing like that worm trying to get up from a burpee. So I do think that strength is very important as well. So lifting heavier weights is important.
One thing when we train, say like I'm an NFL player.
He is.
Or I'm a college football player training to try to be in the NFL. One thing we did, you have to do the 225 and rep it out.
What'd you get with that?
The most I ever got
Yeah,
was 24.
24.
That's average. That's average. But when we trained, we weren't sitting there lifting, trying to rep out 500 pounds on bench press.
Right.
The way that we trained is, all right, we're going to crank out 225 or we're going to crank out 275, as many reps as we can, so we get that muscle endurance up, and that's how your body trained. So your muscle's going to be trained for that. And same thing like that, the mind-muscle connection.
Right.
So my mind wasn't trained for the power; it was trained for that muscle endurance, and my muscle was trained for that muscle endurance rather than the heavy part. Because at that point, I probably maybe couldn't even bench 315 because I wasn't ready for that. Like, I wasn't training for that.
Right.
That strength wasn't there, but the muscle endurance was there.
Right. It's kind of almost like a sprinter versus a marathon.
Yeah.
A marathon runner can't compete with a sprinter, even though they're doing the same exact thing, right? They're running, but a sprinter can't really compete with a marathon runner because they train like a marathon runner. I've learned that marathon runners, they train to have a set pace. Like you train to have that pace. And I know that for people who don't run, you might not understand, but well, people who suck at running, they suck because they run too fast, too quick. They just can't recover. And I was like, man, I hate running. It's because they're running too fast and they get depleted too quick. You know, so it is a skill to run up in a pace and to keep yourself, say, hey, calm down, you're going too fast. Yeah. And just training your body to keep that pace to go longer. And same thing with a sprinter, your body is trained to go a maximum power in like a 10-second period. So completely different. Injuries. So with injuries, it's better to lift light, high reps, and then versus.
Yeah, well, yeah, I want to go heavy with injuries. Right. I'd go a lot lighter, and it's more so like I would take it as like a rehab, more so than trying to get in here and get stronger. So if you do have, like, are we saying like they already have injuries?
Yeah, they have injuries.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If you already have an injury, I would say come in and go lighter to get that muscle that muscle memory back, the function of you having full range of motion back, whatever joint or muscle that is, and then eventually get it stronger and work your way back to where you were. Same thing, people that have coronavirus that came back. We've had members that have had coronavirus. They're not going to come back and start lifting heavy. Right. They're going to basically take a step back from square one and start going lighter, but eventually, hopefully, get heavier as we go.
With the lighter weights too, you can focus better with the mind-muscle connection. So with the mind-muscle connection is, if you're going really, really heavy, there's so many muscle group that kind of plays into that movement. So if you're like, let's say you're curling 135 pounds, I don't think nobody here, but let's say 95 pounds, you're not gonna be like straight up here and just like focusing on the bicep. I don't think the bicep can handle 95 pounds strict. Like if you try doing like a preacher curl where your elbows tucked here, you can't do 95 pounds doing that. You would have to have a little bit of a swing. You're using your back, you're using your core, everything. So with the lighter weights, you can focus harder on the muscle group that you're trying to work versus going heavy. There's a lot more like muscle group that kind of plays into that. Yeah, so which one do you think is better for you? About the same?
Either or, yeah.
Either or.
You're going to do both at some point, and they're both going to have the same benefit. It just depends.
I guess on what you really want.
Really, yeah. Yeah. Are you going to be? What are you training for? Me, I want to get bigger. I want to stay in shape and lose. Can't tell them. Lose body fat for a certain reason. But okay, now it sounds bad. Crush losing body fat too. Everybody,
yeah, I'm losing. Yeah.
Pay attention to all your staff members around you. They're all going to be working out. Do you want to be like my thing is, do you want to be a sprinter or do you want to be a marathon runner? And so either do you want to lift heavy or do you want to lift light? Not everybody's going to be a bodybuilder. Not everybody's going to be a sprinter.
Right.
Not everybody's going to be a marathon runner. It depends on your body type. It depends on your muscle fiber type. It depends on what your goals are at the end of the day. But I feel like at some point in time, you're going to experience an injury. You're going to experience different training styles that you want to do or things that you want to achieve. So you're going to lift light.
You got to adapt to that.
We're going to do sessions that you're going to have to use your endurance and build your endurance and do experience hypertrophy. Right. And then we're also going to have those heavy sessions that Kurt likes.
That's it. Yeah. All right. That's all I got.
Good deal.
Yep. So good combination for basically everything. So like what we do here is it's a general type of training, right? We're doing heavy, we're doing light, we're doing cardio. So it's basically everything. We're not going to be just focused on like, all right, guys, we're going to be doing powerlifting for the rest of the month or the rest of the week. Because not a lot of people can do that with injuries. But that's all we got, guys. You know, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just let us know in the comment below. Let's go.